Hello viewers, I'm Jaya Mehta. I'm a terracotta jewelry designer and a trainer. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a terracotta jhumka. I'll show you the required material: terracotta clay, wood carving tools or designing tools, quilling mold, beads, oil, cutter, nose-pin plier, nichrome wire, cookie cutter. So now you've seen the required material. We'll start off with making the jhumka. Roll this clay evenly. Take a little water on the tip of your finger and give the finishing. This is a pen refill. Now we'll attach the hooks. This is the top of the jhumka. These are the U hooks that we have attached. And now we'll make the base, that is the jhumka. So now we are done with the top part of the jhumka. Now we'll make the base, that is the jhumka. For that we need to roll a small piece of the clay. Oil this jhumka mold a little. Just grease it with a little bit of oil. Cut out the extra clay, dab this inside. Just finish that with a little water on the fingertips, the finishing touch that we're giving. This is a pen cap with which we'll mark the center. Now we'll do the designing. This is a needle. We'll just divide it into 4 proportions. Once we have divided them into 4 portions, we will again redivide them. Same thing we will do with this. First divide it into 4 portions. we should see that there are no cracks on the jhumkas, because it might break. So we're done with the designing part. Now we'll scoop it. We'll scoop it with this tool. We'll remove the excess clay from the back. With this, the jhumka gets lighter because the excess clay is out. Same thing with this. Now we'll attach beads. Same thing we're going to do for this. Fix this jhumka. This is 2 U-clips together. We'll just push it in the center. Now we are done with the jewelry making process, the jhumka. Now it has to dry for another 2 days, and then we can bake it and paint it for the final product. So now that the jewelry has been dried for 2 days, today we'll do the baking. For baking the ingredient, the things that we need are sawdust, coal and dried coconut parts, whatever is the leftover it is. Now that the jewelry has dried it completely, we will proceed with the baking procedure. First, add a layer of the sawdust. You can add the jewelry. Now again you need to add a layer of sawdust. And again you can add the coconut dried part. And then just add the coal. The baking procedure almost goes on for a day, which the coal burns for around 6 hours. You need to continue with the baking process till the coal is totally done to ashes, and it takes a lot of time to cool down. So you can leave the jewelry left in the earthen pot itself. So after a day, the next day probably you can paint it to give a finishing product. We are done with the baking process. Now I'll show you how to paint the jewelry. The materials required for painting are 000 brush and acrylic colors. You can use Fevibond to stick this stud.
ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ ఉమెన్ స్పెషల్. ఇలాంటి మరెన్నో ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ వీడియోస్ కోసం తప్పకుండా మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.